Well, hello and welcome to the Pastor's Study. You know, we're taking a look now. We're up to John, 1 John chapter 3, and here John is writing for us, and he's telling us about the joys of being in a well-known family. You know, thinking about finding out a long-lost relative. What would it be like if you found out that you had a heritage with some famous family or some well-to-do family, and out of the blue somebody comes along and says, you are a child of this family. Well, guess what? That's what God says to us. He says, what greater love can there be from the Father than He reaches out and says, you are my child. He calls you His child. He claims you as His own. There's no greater joy. And He says, not only do we become a child of the Father, but He says the Father comes along and He molds us and He shapes us and He creates in us this image of who He is. He says, we are His children, and yeah, we don't look like Him now. We don't behave in manners that are all like the Father, but He says there will be a day when we will see Him face to face. And when we see Him face to face, we will be like Him. Now, we won't be Him, but the qualities of who God is, He will instill in us. He will change us. Now in our Christian walk, in our life, He's changing us day to day. It's that process called sanctification, where some of the old habits of life we leave behind, and He brings in some new habits, some new desires. And He says, we have this hope because He is purifying us. Verse 3, everyone who has this hope fixed on Him purifies himself. Why? Because we want to be obedient. No greater joy is when our children want to obey us. Well, we as children of God should want to obey His commands and to be conformed to the image of God the Father. Till next time in the Pastor's Study, goodbye, and may God richly bless.